I'm here visiting SAA. Early in the morning, I visited Eskom. This is part of the program of the president, the program which we call Siyahlola, wherein we visit companies, we visit departments, we visit villages, we visit every other part that we believe we need to have a greater understanding of as part of that problem. So today I'm visiting two important entities, and I come with good news from Eskom. I was excited. They not just said it to me that there will never be load shedding again. They demonstrated it to me. I saw it. There will never be load shedding. And that happened because we took very wise decisions when that problem was engulfing the country. And indeed, the turnaround came. Very important. And I promised them that I'm going to be telling people that no more load shedding all over the country, so that everybody should sleep quietly and happily. These are entities that government is a shareholder, and I am going to be visiting a lot of them, partly because it is easy to get reports, at times very good reports, that may not necessarily reflect the reality in some details. I always believe it's better to come and see. As we say in Zulu, ngizibonele ngosi. Partly, the reason is the entities are not of the same importance. Eskom is important in its own name and right, given the importance of energy, and we talked about that with them. But the South African Airways is important in its own name and right. And I've held this view for a long time. In 1994, my first task was to be an MEC of Economic Affairs and Tourism in the province, in one of the provinces. That's when I started debating the issue of the SAA. The task was to ensure that tourists come into the country. And I took time to talk with the SA leadership. There's something I did not understand, that whilst we are calling for tourists to come to South Africa, but you don't feel the company is in line with what you are saying. I went to a number of countries promoting and inviting people to come, but I discovered that reaching those countries was such a difficult, because we've got to connect and reconnect. And I thought there was something not right. But it was worse with time, because I saw some routes being closed. That's a serious matter for me. Of course, I've been given the responsibility to supervise government And I've therefore come to a place where we talk about these matters. And now I am as convinced as anyone that in fact the views about what do we do with some companies and entities are not necessarily exactly the same. And we've got to help ourselves to have the same views. There's one entity, I'm not going to mention it. When I came in as a president, it was at the verge of being sold. And I said, why do you sell our company? I was told it's useless, it's not performing, etc. There was even a country to buy. I used my position as a president and said no. And that company today is one of the best performing companies. And I asked those who were there, why were you wanting to sell it? They can't answer me today. With the SAA, as soon as I came in, there was some feeling and some murmurs that SAA must be sold. And I said, this company must never be sold. It will never be sold. I've decided to pay attention to this company because I think we needed to have the country thinking the same, that this company is important. SAA, besides anything, it connects this country with the world. It promotes South Africa in many ways. I don't know whether you feel this at times. When I'm in other countries, when I go to airports, once I see the flag at the tail of an SA, I always have a feeling that, man, we are here, we have arrived. And therefore I wouldn't understand any notion that will say this company must be reduced or its capacity must be reduced. It must be expanded. It can do a lot. Anything you can think of a country that is connected to the world, that wants investors, that wants tourists, that wants to be known. In fact, it is the SAA that has proved to me that our flag is the best in the world. I've seen all of them. It's the best. Carried by our ally. And people love South Africa. And one of the ways to see South Africa is SA, the flag flying. So in my program, I thought I should come here because there's something I've never understood with SA, that people have always reported problems. Some people were even important to come and lead it and left without correcting anything, with a lot of money. And I believe we can turn it around, and we have what it takes to do so. So I've decided to be closer. We took some decisions. You know that we shifted it a little bit to be under the Treasury. It was part of an attempt to make the company come out of difficulties so that it could expand. But it looks like some difficulties have been there all the time. So I've decided to be very close because this is one of the pride of the country, and you cannot allow it to be wobbling. So that's why I thought I should come and visit. Firstly, just to declare that you must know that government is very clear. You never sell this company, no matter what other people say. That we are going to work hard to ensure that we support SA so that it can take off. It can take off. And be on its own up there. And reach the destinations that as a country we want to reach. And I'm therefore going to meet the board after this to hear what are they saying about the health of this company and what remedy is needed and what can we do. I've been hinted at that it looks like it is taxing now. It's taxing. It's different because if it is stationary, then it's a problem. But if it is taxing, it is going to the runway. It means it's about to take off. And we cannot delay, because if we are saying in this country the global economic meltdown has affected all of us, including South Africa, and we are saying we want to come out of it, we are also saying we must grow the economy. This is one of the entities to contribute in growing the economy. And if that is the case, we must therefore do the right thing with regard to SAA. I want you to be aware that we are with you. Put more effort. Make the SAA to take off. Let the pilots do their job so that it takes off. I'll have a discussion with the management and the board, and I'll go away and I'll come back quicker because I want to check whether what we say we are doing in ensuring that this airline takes off. It's very important, and therefore everybody at whatever level in SA must put their shoulder on the wheel to ensure that it succeeds. They promised me that they will tell me some good stories today, and I'm going to listen very carefully. And they said on the balance, the good stories, positive, and those that are not positive, the good one, the good side has been coming up. That is good news. So I want to hear the details. So I'm very happy that I've met with you. I'm going to come here more often. More often. Because I believe that for us to succeed, we need to work and work hard. There is nothing that can succeed without you working. You need to work hard. There is a saying that I always say in Zulu: if I take to lazy people, ukuthi kune say isizulu lethi kubamba ezingelayo. ayikho inyamazane engathi hamba lapha entabeni ibona ukuthi leya nje yakulwa muzi ilambile ibisiyeza kithi inja ngiyakubona ulambile ngidle please ayikho lonto kubambe zingela. So we must have plans, we must be ready to make this company a good company, all of us. For today I'm coming to here because after hearing I will know what to say thereafter and what directions to give. Now I heard those who opened here saying there will be time for questions, etc. And I was saying, well, you ask me questions today, what is going to be my answer? You know better. I should be asking questions rather than you asking questions, unless the questions are related to the shareholders. That's a different matter, because that means, because the shareholder is represented here, I will be able to so that in your booze I think that's the only thing I would want to hear. What are your views about the shareholder? What are your suggestions and questions so that we can therefore work together? For today, I'm not going to ask questions. I've got a lot of questions. Why do you close the routes? It's a question. What motivates that action? But I don't want you to answer today. It's a provision for you that when I come back, you are able to answer. Because it looks like it is moving against the current. Every company wants to grow. Why this company wants to shrink? Somebody will tell me, on a day I will come here, not having gone to some other place, I will come here to spend time so that we can be together. I'm going to be closer to you, as I say. You are going to see me more often here. Because it is important. SAA is the face of the country, is a connector, is the symbol of the country. It is therefore very important. I wanted you to know that's the thinking of the shareholder, and that's what we are going to do together. I heard you had something called turnaround strategy. I'm going to hear the details. I'm going to see if you have it. Is it really? How long is it going to take to turn around? Is the corner too wide or sharp? I'm going to hear. SAA, South African Airways. This is the engine to make it take off. You, not so. Bayangistopha laba baphi. Baphi laba engihamba nabo. Yebo lama humsha lawo. I want to fly SAA once in a while, abafuni, because I want people to see this airline is trusted by everybody, including the president. It's absolutely important to do so. Abayi understanding, bangitshena ezinye izinto engengizisho la. Kuthi hayi kwasha kwavutha, kwasala amalahle umlilo wacisha. Angibonge bandla, thank you very much. I'm very happy to see you. Very happy to see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.